Hello. Um, my hair always looks a little off. Okay. If you're on Spotify right now, you won't be able to see the crown of gray that I have. Hello, everybody. Welcome to From Chaos to Country, episode 32. I just did a bit of my Zen activity. Some do yoga. I do yard work because I love it. I don't know what it is about leaf blowing and like mowing a lawn. It's just very satisfying. So yeah, it's Thursday and I'm trying to get some things done. I'm trying to be well, I am productive every day. I mean, I literally do everything. Like, I literally take care of the house and the kids every day. But I also try to do things, and I also coach sometimes, not every day, but some weeks are busier than others. So I really have to stop saying that. Like, I have to be productive. I'm literally productive every day. So I think I'm going to change that. I think I'm going to change the wording that I do, and change. I've been talking about working on the nervous system as far as reacting to things that trigger you. So for me, it's been for decades that I've been triggered by finances. And when I say that out loud, it sounds silly to me. Like, why am I still triggered? Like, maybe it's time we should release that. Don't you think? Yeah. So, and I also go to a 12-step program for Debtors Anonymous. Some of you might know Debtors Anonymous, some of you might not. It's for anybody that has an attachment or anxiety around money. You have a 12-step program for it. So, I go to that, along with Al-Anon. That's for thinking. But it's also kind of hand in hand. It kind of runs parallel, I feel like. Anyway, that being said, saying that out loud, I realized that, and this is something I've been working on, is the inside part of it, right? So in DA, they say, if you think you get that big paycheck, like the big check, it's not even paycheck, like just that big check of money, will that solve all your problems? And I've been in DA for a long time, but I'm going to tell you something. I will still answer yes, absolutely. I saw somebody, they had a tweet, I forget whose quote this was, whoever told you that money doesn't buy happiness is lying to you, because everybody, I go out to eat when I want, groceries are, bought, my bills are paid, I get to go to the doctor whenever I want, I get to get a massage, like, it just basically, now, mind you, when I say all that, I know that it's not the money, like, you'll hear everybody say that, but it sure does help. Like, if you've been following me, I've been ranting and raving about these Cub Scouts, and tonight's a PAC meeting, and I'm like, I've got a few concerns I'd like to address, which I will address the concerns in a nice way. I don't know, my husband's yelling something. I asked him to turn down the radio. He blasts music, right? And lately, he'll turn down if I ask him, but he loves, we are so opposites that I need quiet. Maybe it's because I'm around the kids so much, or just I'm older. I just like quiet. I like quiet. He always has something going. He literally, like, if it's not music, it's a podcast. If it's not a podcast, it's a book being read. Literally always has something. And I have, like, nothing. We're truly opposites that way. So anyway, I was talking about the nervous system and money. Yeah. Blanked out. Anyway, it's not about the money. That's what it was. Look, I've had years where I've made a lot of money for myself. And when I say a lot of money for me, like $50,000 in the year. And that's not a lot of money for people, but for me, I was very proud of that, right? Especially with some of it coming from comedy and some of it coming from bartending. So I really took pride in that. And I think it's just chasing, like, I want to make 6 figures, that kind of thing. But it's kind of, I hold an attachment to it. So I put a worth on it. Just like saying I'm a comedian. And I have to have people know I'm a comedian. It's this attachment I put to it. So, I also always focus on, like, the goal. Like, I want it to be this and I want it to be that. And everybody's like, if you want, the universe will give you if you're specific. Mind you, I work differently with the universe. We were like, we want a house in a great neighborhood. I literally read what I wrote as a description, and it is this house. The only thing missing is a guest house in the backyard. And there's a little house, but you just can't stay in it. But I'm saying, like, I didn't know what it was going to look like. And it's perfect for us. When I was thinking about getting into a relationship with somebody, I didn't know what they were going to look like. And Chris and I just happened to meet and click, and he's my person. So I just want to say that if you're not sure of the exact thing it's going to look like, that's okay. You just got to see how it works for you. Sometimes the universe and I say higher power and universe work differently than other people's. I'm not saying that there isn't anything into the specifics, but sometimes I get so caught up in the specifics that I procrastinate on doing just doing the work. Putting out a podcast, applying for a radio job, doing a craft because I love it, and posting it, that kind of thing. So I guess the whole point of this episode is letting go of the results, because I'm always in the results. Like, just do the footwork, just have fun with the journey. I'm so like, oh, I gotta get there. Like, if I have things to do in October, I'm like, let's just get there. But then you get there, you're done, and then now what? You haven't lived in the moment up until then. So I'm trying to, like, when I wake up, like, today's gonna be a great day. It might be a mundane day of tasks, get the kids to school, do this and this and this, but it's gonna be a great day. Like, I have this PAC meeting tonight, and I'm gonna address concerns politely and nicely, and from a place like, hey, I don't know how it's gonna go, but I'll let you know. Okay, that's about it. Bye.